Welcome to your Yogi TuneUp. This episode is going to focus on our feet. Come into a seated position, ground through the sit bones, let the palms face up, let the eyes close, and turn your awareness inwards to your breath. Breathe deeply, feeling the lungs fill to their full capacity. Exhale, relax any tension around your shoulders, your face, your jaw. Feel yourself grounded. The breath reminding you of existing in the here and now. Bring the hands together, rub the palms, creating some warmth. Place the hands over the eyes, breathe the warmth into the eye sockets. And then slowly opening the eyes into the dark hands and release. Stretch the legs forward. And just starting to point and flex through the ankles. Allow your complete awareness to reside in the ankle area. Point the toes downwards to the floor, flex the toes back to the shin. And then pause for a cycle of breath awareness. Start to circle the ankles anti-clockwise. And return in the opposite direction. Allow your awareness to reside in what you're doing. Awareness of your feet, your ankles, your toes. And then bend your right leg and slide all your fingers between the space of your toes. Grab a hold of the toes and just start to circle the wrist, massaging into the toe area. Giving those toes a nice little squeeze. And then flex them forward and back a few times. And release. And change to the opposite side, bend your left leg. Once again, thread through, just like a pedicure. Separate all your toes, grab a hold. Can be a little tricky sometimes. And start to circle it out, squeezing between each toe, going both directions. Again, just letting your mind rest on the awareness of what you're doing, your feet, your ankles. And release, and just notice any sensations in your feet now. Turn your bodies around and come into a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under. Press the balls of your feet strongly into the ground and sink back with your sit bones on your heels. If this proves to be a little tricky, grab a block and then place the block between your sit bones and your heels, easing your body back. And you're going to need to breathe quite deeply here. It's a strong one for the plantar fascia in the sole of the foot. Smooth, steady inhalation. Smooth, steady exhalation. Let's take one more really deep breath. Find a focus point for the mind and then ease your way forward. Point your feet and just lightly tap the tops of your feet onto the yoga mat. Get that circulation flowing. Toes tuck, lift the knees, and ease the body back into a down face dog. Make your down dog just a little longer, so walk all the way back. And raise your right foot a few inches and slide your big toe and your second toe into the left ankle. Press your right foot down, guiding your left heel down. And then change. Lift your right foot, left foot a few inches, big toe, second toe. Press down, guiding the heel to the floor. And release. Deep inhale. Slowly walk your feet to the top of your mat. And go ahead, grab your block. And place your block between your calves, so above your ankles and below your knees. And start to squeeze firmly with the inner calves, the inner legs into the block. And then exhale, fold your body forward, let your head hang. Squeeze the inner block. Try and lift the inside edges of your feet up. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, fold deeply, heavy head. Again, keep the squeeze alive between the calves, lengthen forward, and feel the inner outer edges of your feet rising as you exhale, fold. Noticing the sensation traveling up the inner and outer legs. One more lift. Start to bend the knees, shift the weight into the heels, and come into chair Utkatasana. Guide the weight back into your heels. Again, firm squeeze between your calf, midway into the block, and lift the inner arch. Even if you have flat feet or a collapsed arch, lift that inner arch. Really good for ankle stability. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, remove your block. Take a half lift breath in. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Grab your block and flex your front foot, placing the ball of the foot onto the block. Let your hips sink down, and as you breathe in, guide your ribs away from your belly. And as you exhale, feel the hips sinking as the front ball of the foot anchors and presses into the corner of the block. Create a bit of length in the back of the neck. Exhale, lower your left knee down, move the block. Front knee over the ankle and point your left foot. So press the top of your left foot, your left ankle down, and start to lift your left knee up. So this can be tricky to do without lifting the hips. As you breathe out, let your hips melt down. As you inhale, lift the back of the left knee up. Slowly lower the left knee, tuck the toe, and press all the way back down, face dog. Maybe pedal your legs out here. Let the hips move side to side. As you're ready, step the left foot forward. Grab your block, place your block underneath the ball of your left foot. Remain in a lunge here, so the back knee is still lifted. And then let the hips sink. Press the ball of the back foot down with firmness. And as that front ball of the foot anchors itself into the block, scoop the chest forward, almost like Cobra Up Dog style. Exhale, squeeze the outside of the left hip towards the right foot. Give it another breath here. Slowly lower the right knee down, remove the block, set your left knee over your right ankle, point your right foot. The top of the right foot presses down as you lift the right knee off the mat. Feel the hips drop, let them get heavy. Lift the back of the right knee up. In breath, coaxing more length in the front of your body. And exhale slowly, releasing the right knee down to the floor. Tuck the toe, step it all the way back, down dog. Maybe walk it out. Pressing right into the balls of the feet. Step your foot forward and come on up, preparing for triangle pose. Bend down, grab the edge of your mat, roll it up maybe 2 or 3 times, quite tightly. We're going to set the arch of the foot of the right foot over the roll. And create a long line from the heel of your front foot to the arch of your back foot. Extend your arms, reach on out, and drop your right arm down, left arm to the sky. Feel the heel of the right foot and the ball of the right foot anchor, and then lift the inner outer edges of the right foot until you feel awakening inner seam of the leg. Start to squeeze the right quadricep muscle until the kneecap lifts just a little. Inhale, lengthen yourself up, lift the foot, just let the mat roll away, and then change the other side. So bend down, roll the mat up a few times. Make it quite tight there, so it's fairly firm. Slide it underneath the arch of the foot. So the heel and the ball of the foot is on either side. Stretch up, lengthen the left arm forward, create some space, hip to armpit. And again, the focus for this practice is on the feet. So dive the center of the heel down towards the ground. Really press it quite strongly. Inner outer edge of the ball of the foot. And then with awareness, lifting the inner outer arch. See if you can notice a firmness occurring around the ankle. How's your breath doing? Inhale, raise all the way up. And walk your feet together. Come on back to the ground. Grab your block and take a seat on the block so the pelvis is elevated and coming into Baddha Konasana. But can you place the balls of your feet on the ground and press the heels of your feet together? This is going to create quite a strong external rotation. Maybe the finger pads press down. You might even lift your hips or sit bones a little higher and focus on the insides of the legs spiraling upwards towards the ceiling. As you anchor the balls of the feet down, press the heels of your feet forward and release. Hug the legs in and then take the legs beside you for a kneeling position. Ground your sit bones, palms up. Just reside with a few steady breaths here. Maybe noticing the difference in your feet. Sensation in your legs. Bring your palms together, thumbs at your eyebrow center, and honoring your practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.